It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I missed the announcement from Phyllis on the weather, but it's Monday, and it's time for the Good Morning Net here on the W9DOR repeater, located just north of Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, Door County, USA. This net meets 7 days a week, and it is open to all licensed amateurs. So if you can hear me and you have a license, you are welcome on this net. As always, we appreciate those of you out there unlicensed and listening, and we encourage you to get a license and join us. There is always room for more. Your net control this morning is Jeff, Kilo Charlie 9, Golf Bravo X-Ray. And I am about 6 miles north of Sturgeon Bay. And on, as I said, Monday, President's Day, February 19th, I think there is no mail delivery today, but I'm not positive of that. Anyway, Monday, February 19th, we have 25 degrees. And, zero wind. Like a high haze in the sky, but there's plenty of blue, and it's a nice Door County morning this morning. I hope it is also where you are. Okay, emergency and or priority traffic can break into this net at any time. Let's check for some right now. Nothing heard. Let's look now for check-ins from people on their way to work, people who will not be around for the whole net, or people who are mobile and feel they'll soon be out of range of the repeater. Please come now.
KA9ARZ. Alpha Bravo 9, November.
Okay, acknowledging Kevin, KA9ARZ, and John, AB9NN. Hold on just a second. The ECHOLINK All-Star people are automatically checked in, and now we will take check-ins from everybody else who would like to join us this morning. Please check in now.
This is Kilo Alpha Niner, Whiskey Alpha Romeo.
KA9BXG. W9OBB. What's up?
Back, Larry, KC9KMA.
AG9B.
Net control. Kilo Charlie 9, Lima November Zulu. Good morning.
Okay, Tom's usually at the end, so good morning to you also, Tom. All right, I do not, okay, hold on, here, okay. I know we have 3 stations on ECHOLINK, but I don't know who they are. Okay, that was easy. We have K9GU Michelle, KB9DIP Larry, and G1AEU. So first up to the short timers, KA9ARZ, then AB9NN. John, AB9NN, turns it over to Michelle, K9GU. Michelle turns it over to KB9DIP Larry. Larry to your buddy in England, G1AEU. and Alan over to Artie, KA9WAR, then KA9BXG, then Rick, W9OBB, then Larry, back from vacation, N9OSF, then to trusty sidekick, KC9KMA, Joan, then to Damien, AG9P, and then to Tom, KC9LNZ. So KA9ARZ, Kevin, take it away.
Thanks, Jeff. KC9GBX, KA9ARZ. Morning to all on this Sunday, somewhat chilly Monday with the temperature hovering below the freezing mark. It was around 20 degrees this morning when I headed back and forth to the Door County YMCA for the fitness class. And today, yes, there's sign-ups for the next session coming up, and fitness has attended this morning as well there. So getting ready to head out the door for a full day of work. No meetings or games today. We'll have a bunch of them tomorrow there, and basketball tournaments start tomorrow, and city council meeting and all that. This past weekend, nice to get together with Damien and Cynthia for an eyeball QSO for breakfast at the Morning Glory restaurant on the way out. Kind of an interesting chain of events there. We got at the restaurant at the same time there, and then one mishap can kind of laugh at after the fact. Like the waitress had a glass of water and spilled it, dropped it there, and fortunately it was only water because I guess you could say splattered on my blue jeans there, so no hot coffee or anything like that, and it was just kind of a splattering as opposed to the proverbial drenching there. And of course I did not have my phone near where the glass of water spilled there, so life goes on, so to speak there. And it was nice to get together to have Damien, and then also was a table for five with Cynthia's sister and in-law there as well there. And kind of interesting, it was pretty filled restaurant, and just so happened that this table for five was available there, so we didn't have to wait for that, so it worked out quite well. So let's see how things are on the other side of the lake with AB9NN from KA9ARZ. Good morning.
Hi, good morning to everybody on the Good Morning Net from John, AB9NN in sunny Beulah, Michigan, northwest Lower Michigan, straight across the pond from Algoma, 9 miles inland. And I got a strong S9 on the repeater. It started out at S10, but dropped back to S9. Everybody sounding loud and proud with no crackling or popping, so that's a good thing. I see the solar flux index is down a little bit again to 157. A and K indexes are 6 and 1 respectively, so not too bad, but they've come up a little bit. 24.7 degrees currently with a southeast wind at 4.7 miles an hour, and no precipitation expected for most of this week. Supposed to be in the 40s for the next 3 days. So it should be nice weather coming up. Looking forward to that. Let me break for reset. Okay, yesterday Jane and I went to church in Traverse City, and Jane plays handbells, and so she had to play at 2 services. So she played at the 8 o'clock, 8:30 service, and then again at the 11 o'clock service. So in between the services, we go to McDonald's and get a large coffee and a Egg McMuffin, and we drive down to the beach on Grand Traverse Bay and just have a scenic breakfast while we're waiting for the next service to start. And we decided to do a little tuning through HF since nothing goes on the VHF UHF bands as the radio was scanning, and was tuning through the bands and found a really nice strong signal the guy said he was parks on the air, and he gave the park number, and so I went back to him and said he had a 5x9, and I asked him where his location was, and he said, "Oh, I'm in Traverse City at a park in Traverse City." And turned out he was just a few miles from us, and we were communicating on 20 meters mobile to his park on the air. So that was kind of comical by the time we got done. So I thought I'd share that with the net this morning. With that, just going to be doing some book reading today, and probably starting to dig into my taxes a little bit more. Got some stuff prepared for it from the credits for the installation and that sort of thing, but we've got a tax question folder from that we have to prepare each year for our CPA, so I'm going to be starting to dig into that today too. So with that, I guess it's over to K9GU, Michelle from AB9NN. John and Beulah, have a great day, everyone.
To all, this is K9GU in Appleton in here, where the temperature is 23, barometric pressure 30.09, and the humidity outside is 74% in here. The sky is very slightly hazy in here, but it does not keep quite a few birds to flying around in the sky in here, so it's not raining at all. There was something of a shooting accident somewhere, I don't know where, but it must have happened during the night, and so there was a shooting accident. People are probably using their guns somewhere. I don't know where exactly, so maybe somebody else will know where it is in here. We don't have any big plans today for us between my wife and I and so on, and we'll keep watching and keep listening in here. That's about all the news I have right now, and I'll pass it on. I think the next station listed was K9BIP. I hope I'm correctly mentioning now. Anyway, this is K9GU saying good morning to all in here.
Thank you, Michelle. KB9DIP Larry here in Algonquin, just across the retention pool from Crystal Lake, where there was quite the kerfuffle last night. There seems there were two peanuts walking down the street and was assaulted. Can you imagine that? And that's all the news from Algonquin. KB9DIP over to Allen. T1AU.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, is it nice here? Sunny, a warm, people rather nice. 11 miles an hour wind, 57% humidity, and a high follow count. Well, thank you, Johnny, for the joke. A first joke I wrote today, and I had to be in your folks today. Thank you very much, Dolly. You could have shell talk. KB9DLB of in Illinois, and KB9DLB of Cincinnati. Very nice. Thank you very much indeed. They are very well appreciated. I don't think I covered my voice to say as that. I'll pass it on to Archie, which is T09 WAR, T1AU. is Kilo Alpha Niner Whiskey Alpha Romeo. Thank you, Alan, and good morning, everyone. Here in Peshtigo, we have 26 degrees and nice bright sunshine. And Alan, I just wonder if you remember a country singer by the name of Ivor James. He used to sing in the UK about 20 years ago, and for the last few months I've been emailing him back and forth. And he has he's written up on Google, and we just wonder if you know him or heard of him. Other than that, yesterday we went to my great-granddaughter's birthday party. Lots of real good food, and about over 20 people there. So that was an interesting noontime and afternoon. K9BXG, this is K9WAR. Good morning, Bob.
Well, good morning, all. It is a nice, bright, sunny day. Starting to warm up a little bit. Just not too much going on here. Just trying to keep eating. Got to keep eating. Oh, boy. Used to have to worry about gaining weight. Now I'm losing. So, just keep eating all day long. Anyways, got this weekend, I got my daughter and grandson, son-in-law, granddaughter, and her boyfriend coming up. We're going to tear out kitchen cupboards and basically get the kitchen ready for the big project coming up. Friend's going to pick up my Bobcat today. The belt is totally, or just about completely shot, the drive belt, and he's going to come and pick it up and put the belt on for me. Usually, of course, I would have done that, but I'm just not up to doing that right now, and I really need that machine just in case it snows any amount. The garden tractor works pretty good for blowing snow, but when it's that wet, sloppy stuff, I'm dead out of luck. So, not too much otherwise going on. Got a little visit from the traveling nurse today, and see what all goes. So, I'll turn it over to Rick, OBB, K9BXG.
Thank you, Bob. Good morning to you. Nice to hear you on the air with a good, strong voice this morning. And hope everything continues to make progress over there. And boy, what a luxury. Man, you were told you have to put on some weight. I usually don't have any problems with that without any help at all. But no, I know that's not always the best thing. But hope you get well soon. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, nice bright sunny morning today, albeit kind of chilly. Went out and put the garbage out to the curb. I don't think that's too interesting, but otherwise, had a very, very nice weekend on Saturday. Went and visited over to W9WTZ. Visited my friend Larry, treasurer of the club, and had a really nice time over there and a wonderful lunch. So that was enjoyable. And I even got to hand feed Reno, the horse, some treats. And being a city guy, that's really quite a treat for me. But beautiful horse, and we really had a good time. And let's see, what else is coming up today? Not a whole lot. I am building a giant LED matrix clock that's going to sync the time every day at 1 o'clock in the morning with the network, the internet time servers. There's all kinds of them all over the country and the world. And that should keep that thing accurate to the second. And then it's going to do a bunch of fancy scrolling and should be kind of novel. And it's a great Arduino project that also utilizes the internet as well over Wi-Fi. So that's pretty cool stuff to learn. Got to know how to do that. and it's really quite interesting. And lots of different models of Arduino are being released all the time, and this one that has the Wi-Fi is one of the greatest. So, and it costs all of $10. So, with that, I'll turn it over to my friend Larry N9OSF over in Gillette. Larry, this is W9OBB. Take it away.
Rick. It's 20 degrees, sun is shining. Oh, I should say W9OBB. This N9OSF. Good morning, everybody. That's listening out there. 20 degrees, sun is shining. We had a good week out there. It was kind of hectic Friday. Almost 2 o'clock. Just started getting showered. Everything had backed up on us, so I had to go to my stepdaughter's place, take a shower, bathroom, all that good stuff. Then good thing, 5-gallon pail came in handy. When we got back to school. We have to use the bathroom again Saturday morning. I think we left about 6 o'clock. We had to be in Green Bay. In the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. So it was kind of a hectic morning using the pail. So otherwise, trip was beautiful. First time I've been on a cruise. So even to Hawaii. Nice weather, 80 degrees, 78 degrees. It was chilly, a little chilly at night in the upper 60s, but boy, beautiful weather. I thought that was cold, but it was just right compared to Wisconsin. So we got back. The plumber just left about, he was here at 7, left about 10 to 8. So everything is working back again. So everything, all put back, everything. Pick up and all that good stuff. Put back. So otherwise, not much more to add. Oh, also, with Dodge's project, you know, and it's also Lee Marvin's birthday, February 19th, 1924 in New York. Died in August 29th in 1987. So a little bit of history. So I said, good morning, by our term, you're Mrs. Johnson, 89 KMA. This is 10 minutes of it. Good morning to everybody that's out there that's listening.
Thank you, Larry. Good morning, everyone. Yes, Jeff and I had the same different experience of returning home from an international vacation to have the well pump break before we'd had our welcome home showers. And, you know, it sure makes you appreciate plumbing. An underrated service in your own home. So that's what I would say about it. Good morning, everyone. I have a couple of factoids that I have gleaned from my family's Zoom meeting yesterday. I don't know, maybe it's once a quarter all 6 children get together on the internet. And this time, my older sister again has pneumonia. And she had it 6 months ago. And it seemed to me that was a little too often to be getting pneumonia for someone who'd had the shot. And so the one sister is a physician and said, oh no, this is what happens to seniors. Apparently, when we get a viral infection like the flu, we are very much more prone to a bacterial pneumonia. And so that's what kills us. So pay attention if we ever get sick to the week after when you might be coming down with the second thing, which seems kind of crummy. Also, really curious that 2 of the 6 had within the last month or so worked for companies that had been held ransom by the hacker people demanding ransom. And so telephone communications, computer, email, billing, patient records, all the things that are on a computer these days were gone for over 2 weeks while the IT department sorted it out. So sounded like, as we talked about it, various ways to protect ourselves, like maybe printing off a copy of medication if we have any so you can prove you're on it, or keeping a little extra money in the house. What would you do if you couldn't get your bank to give you money for a couple of weeks? You know, that kind of stuff. So it was a very wide-ranging conversation, and it was ended with a book recommendation, and I can't tell you the name. I'll have to do it on comments, but it is the actual story of the last chief of the Sioux Indians, is what I can tell you. But apparently my brother felt it was one of the best books he'd read all year. So that's pretty high praise. Okay, Over to Damien, AG9P, KC9, KMA.
AG9P, back in O'Connell. I guess this will be the final trip report from last week. We stayed at the Waterbury Inn for a week, had a suite in Door County. ARZ just covered our breakfast, our Sunday morning breakfast. That was nice. And then Thursday we had lunch with some of the club members in Connie. That was exceptional. And this weekend they had fire and ice in Sturgeon Bay and ice carvings all over town. They were really nice. And another highlight was on Thursdays and Saturdays, the Nightingale restaurant has $5 off their 1-pound prime rib. And 5 of us had the prime rib there Saturday night for $31. And it wasn't just me, it was everybody at the table said they've never seen a better piece of meat. It was cooked perfect and it was fabulous. Cynthia and I both brought half of ours home. And then to top off the week, Cynthia signed up for bed and breakfast for $350 in the summertime for only 2 nights. It's really expensive in Door County in the summertime. AG9P over to Alan Zulu. Thank you, sir. KC9, LN Zulu here. Well, good morning to all. Went for the early morning walk, and the temperature was 20 degrees with a very light breeze, so it was a good walk. A little cold, but not too bad. Other than that, took the trash cans out, and they're sitting there waiting for pickup today. It's trash can day. What else? Not much new to report, really. Got a few things I got to take care of today. Waiting to see if the IRS is picking up my check from the post office. And not much else new to report. So other than that, did donate platelets again on Saturday, and that worked out very well. Got a bunch of new information I didn't know about with the guy who was taking my blood, so that was interesting. Sometimes those people can be very informative. And Saturday at the Blood Platelet Center was very quiet. Not very many people there at 10:45 in the morning. So, oh well. Anyway, other than that, hey, everybody have a good day. Be careful out there. Drive carefully, and just enjoy your beginning of the week. KC9, LN Zulu, turning it back to net control. Good morning to all.
Okay, thanks, Tom. Thanks, everybody, for your comments thus far. Right now, let's see if we have any additional new check-ins to this morning's net. New check-ins, please come now. Okay, nothing heard there. Would any of the 3 ECHOLINK stations like to make a second transmission? ECHOLINK stations, please let me know right now. Okay, we've got Alan, G1AEU, who would like to talk again, so go ahead, Alan, take it away.
Thank you very much, sir. Well, I only want to ask RTAR, what is the call sign of the UK station, as he mentioned, the call sign of the UK station that he mentioned. Over.
Artie, do you have the call sign of that UK station that Alan is talking about?
This is K9WAR. I'll have that information tomorrow. The name of the person was Ivor James, and he was a country singer 20 years ago of quite renowned. Over.
Hi, this is Archie. I will be on to Mother, and I will make another overflow sign then. Thank you very much. That's you next show.
Hey, KC9GBX back. I guess I missed this fact, Artie, that Ivor James is also a ham, in addition to being a country and western singer. I guess I missed that, but that means sure, it's entirely possible. And I don't know if Michelle GU is still listening. You mentioned something about hearing about a shooting accident. I'm not sure if what you're talking about is something that happened in Minneapolis or the suburbs of Minneapolis yesterday, I think it was. A pretty tragic event up there with first responders being shot and killed by somebody, and I do not know the final outcome of that whole thing. I just saw a little bit on this morning's news. I was involved listening to the HF radio over the weekend in a contest, and I was kind of on a news blackout, so all right, we'll open it up now to either new check-ins or anybody with a comment. Please come now.
KD9GDA.
KD9GDA, Josh, good morning. Take it away.
KD9GDA, good morning, Jeff. Good morning, everyone. That's not a new phenomenon. Years ago, another major city, that was an issue also, and it pushed a lot of services to get ballistic helmets and bulletproof vests. And I know Door County has that supplied on their ambulances just for that situation. So, it's not unheard of. And I do know that a lot of ambulances prepare for that. But, anyway, doing some finishing work on this basement bathroom. That's about all I'm up to today at the moment. And then baseball tonight and doctor's appointments and just stuff. But I'll send it back to net control. KC9GBX, KD9GDA, good morning.
Okay, Josh, thanks for your comments there. And we hope the bathroom project, you're ticking things off the list. I hope you're getting towards the end. Maybe you're getting a little sick of the whole project at this point. I don't know. But at least you're making progress with it. All right, I guess we will wrap it up for today. I want to thank everybody for participating. Thanks to those out there listening. Come back tomorrow when I believe Rick is still going to do it. W9OBB will be your net control tomorrow. So until then, we want to thank radio station WDOR for housing our repeater equipment and letting us put our antenna up on their tower. Much appreciated. So this is KC9GBX returning the W9DOR repeater to normal amateur use. Thanks again, everybody. 73 and adios.
Alan, if you're still listening, I have the information. This is K9WAR.
RC, Q1AUU.
Yes, Ivor's call sign is Golf 4, Romeo Juliet Alpha. Copy.
Golf 4, Romeo Juliet Alpha. I don't recognize his call sign, but I will look him up on QRZ.com. By the way, I meant to ask if everybody on the net remembered 005 LFL. 005 LFL. He went up in face. I heard him some years ago, but I didn't copy him because the whole of the room was self-included. Has anybody remembered that? I wrote him about 20 years ago. Kilo Alpha 9, Whiskey Alpha Bravo, Golf 1, Alpha Echo Uniform.
Okay, thank you, Alan. I'll check that out. And I got to go and get back to work. This is Kilo Alpha Niner, Whiskey Alpha Romeo. Good morning, or good afternoon to you.
RC, WC, Golf 1, Alpha Echo Uniform.